Hey guys, Marty Boots here. Today is the 29th of August 2019. I'm going to make this video on Litecoin. Litecoin is fairly important in this market as it's been a pretty good leading indicator in certain circumstances. I think most people know that by now that it's been a leading indicator. Now, us in Crypto Check in our Discord trading room, we have known that, since way back here in February or so, we've talked about that. February, roughly, it had moved ahead. Now, if you really want to get into the nitty gritty of it, we've been talking about it extensively since about February. But if you really want to look into this deeper, it's been a leading indicator of the whole market, essentially. If you look at this point right here, roughly, it is it did break down before Ethereum broke down and other things broke down in the market. So it was a bit of a leading indicator from way back, and people may not know that. So it's been an important coin to keep an eye on. Now, why is it being a leading indicator? In my view, it is because it is a lower liquidity coin of the top three. I still call this top three coin: Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. Um, but I think it's because of the low liquidity. But anyway, that's for another debate. Um, so what is happening? If this is going to be a leading indicator, we're it's probably good to try and understand exactly what is going to happen in the longer term scheme of things of this coin. Litecoin is always a roller coaster of a ride. It moves pretty drastically up and down, as we can see here. If we look at the wick, and it went to $400, insane move. Now the thing is, we have bounced and we've dropped down into the 61% retrace, 61.8% retrace here. I hope you can see that. And you can see here, and now we've pierced it. We have pierced it. Now, this, in theory, if we're in a bull market, should be a fantastic buying opportunity. Now, in our Discord group, we have been debating the point, and that we are not in a bull market. People have thought that we're in a bull market, and yes, we thought we're in a bull market too, because you do not know until the moves start failing and giving you clues. Now, here's the thing here. What if this is only a dead cat bounce? If Litecoin here is in a dead cat bounce, and basically it does a bounce before going lower. Now, it's not going to go to minus, but you know what I mean. I mean, there's zero there, so it can go anywhere below this 20 level here. I'm making a big mess of there, but you get me gist. So let me just show you here. If I put a fib on this, what happened here? This only bounced into the 23%. Bouncing into the 23% is a weak move. That is not a sign of strength. It is not a sign of strength at all. So what if this is a dead cat bounce? If it doesn't really draw there, because I want to sorry guys, I just want a better way of explaining this. Maybe, what is this, guys? What is that formation? What is that formation? That formation is a bear flag. Bear flags break down. So that's supposed to be an arrow there, but I've got arrows all over the place, so it's not very neat. Now, if this is a large bear flag, in a sense, it's going to roll over. And if it is a dead cat bounce, we're going to roll over. And Litecoin is going to test these lows at $20, and Litecoin probably is going to hit maybe the $20 level. Now there is other what's the evidence on that? So if I go to a yearly chart here, guys, I'm just looking at a yearly chart. This candle here, it is a giant bearish candle. There's no question about it. It's a giant bearish candle. What month is it? It's August. Look at this rejection on a yearly chart. This rejection on a yearly chart. We have got 3 months left. September, October, November, December. 4 months left. We have got a huge rejection here on a yearly chart. Next year, Bitcoin, there's 4 months left, but next year, Bitcoin is probably going to open up somewhere, whatever, I don't know, down here, we're just going to say down there, and it's probably going to go down and test these lows and get below $20. You know, people might think that's crazy, but if you plan ahead here, this yearly candle is not good right now. It is not good. If Bitcoin is going to top out and still go lower for the foreseeable future, Litecoin is probably going to close the year on a bearish candle, and we're going to roll over next year and go below $20, in my opinion. I think it's very, very possible, and people need to kind of wake up and smell the cheese, whatever you want to call it. People don't want to hear that. People do not want to hear that, but you know, I don't even like saying that, and I'm not here to spread FUD. I'm not here to spread FUD. I don't want to spread FUD, but this is starting to look like a dead cat bounce. Now, but the other thing is, you know, there should be some sort of bounce here, some sort of bounce. In theory, we probably should have been bounced above these moving averages and held, and we broke straight through them. Now the thought process goes that we may try and bounce here, have a failed move back below, and maybe kind of work our way back down. You know, something like that is very possible. We're not seeing any strength here, and you know, there's only 4 months left in the year. Now, what I want to do here, I'm going to move that down a little bit here. I just want you to see this next chart. Now, here is Litecoin here. Litecoin here, this is a weekly chart here of Litecoin on the left hand side, and you can see on the weekly chart, you know, we've bounced, and we've only bounced into the 23%. Pretty important. Now if you look here at the chart on the right, very similar chart. We had the powerful move higher, here. Now and then we had that drop, then we had that bounce. Where did we bounce to? Right into the 23%, you know, just like we did here. Now the two charts are almost identical. You know, we exploded higher, we dropped, we had that bounce. We exploded higher, we dropped, we had that bounce. Now people are probably looking and thinking they are the same chart. They're almost the exact same chart with different moving averages. Now they're not. They're not the same chart. Now. Sorry guys, I'm trying to move the video back up here just so you see what we are. This is silver. This is silver back in the 1980s. And what happened with silver? Sorry guys, hold on now. What happened with silver? Silver, it was a dead cat bounce, and silver rolled over and tested the lows. You know, I think everybody knows what happened to silver. Silver didn't recover for years. You know, it took years and years and years. It took 20 years. Now I can't even zoom that in. I'm going to have to go to a monthly chart just to get you to understand the magnitude of this. This is what just happened in Litecoin. And then what happened? We tested the lows. We tested the lows. We had a double bottom. We bounced. We failed, and then we finally went lower. Like, Litecoin can do this. Litecoin can do the exact same thing as this, guys. People don't want to hear this. But you know, Litecoin, this basically went down to $3.45, which essentially is a 91% drop, of course. You know, because of the percentage moves. You know, Litecoin already had a 94% drop. Crypto is a bit different. Now, if we drop down and test them lows again, that's a 95% drop. Crypto is different, and it can get that move. So if I jump over here and I show you the 6-month chart, what happened here? Well, I want to talk about silver first. Again, we come into the 23%. This is a 6-month chart. We had that bounce with a very strong bounce off the lows. Beautiful bounce. Then we had that failure, that rejection. And then we just dwindled away and never really recovered. Not for years and years to come. 1980, 30 years. I think it was about 30 years later we recovered. Now, crypto does move faster, so hopefully we don't take 30 years. Again, it's almost identical. Into the 23%, bounce into the 23%, now getting that rejection. Into the 23%, now and got that rejection. We rolled right over and tested the lows. And then we continue to roll right over and break the lows. Now at the moment, I don't think we can rule that out, guys. There will be a lot of bounces in the short time frames. If I go back here to the daily, I mean you can see here, of course there will be some very decent bounces. Now, of course, this is what I'm saying here is not guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed, but it looks to me like silver almost produced a blueprint. It's almost identical. It is almost identical. I know that's a monthly chart there, but the similarities are just very, very, very similar, crazy similar, probably too similar. So, yeah, what do we do, guys? What do we do? We just trade the chart. It is never good to be a long-term hodler, as most people have found out. If you trade the chart, you can't go wrong. You should make wise, better educated decisions if you do trade the chart. And at the moment, if we start to get a bit of a bottom here on Litecoin, yes, we'll trade this for a bounce, of course. But we have to be open-minded on this, and we have to be open-minded that this Litecoin, and if Litecoin is a leader in the market, and if Litecoin is going to go to $20, what is Ethereum going to do? I'm not getting into that now. I just want to talk about Litecoin, but it's almost an identical chart. It's an identical chart. Look at this. It's a dead cat bounce, guys. The more I look at this, it's looking like a dead cat bounce. Now, I hope I'm wrong. I hope we can somehow start maybe rolling over there and maybe going to the moon or something, But when you actually look at this, it's a very weak move. And when you see this, Ethereum is so weak it could not even hit the 23%. Now that did leave me to believe before that after the pullback we would get up and test that. And possibly, I thought we would have got up here. That was what I almost expected. Now we did call a $350 level a long time ago, and it just touched it. Look at that! It just touched $350, and we called this. I think made some calls back in February or March on this. But at the moment, guys, it almost looks like a dead cat bounce as well. That's what they're almost looking like. And if Bitcoin is going to roll over here and go and test, where is the little tool? Even if Bitcoin gets back down here and tests the $6,000 level, that will promote a large drop in Litecoin and Ethereum as well. And then when the drop is so big, it's just not a good sign of strength, guys. So what I'm saying is we need to be careful here that Litecoin is not leading the way and showing us that it's going to drift back down to $20. And if that drops back to $20, there's potentially a long way to go lower for this market. So I'm going to leave that there, guys. If you enjoyed the content, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. You can join us in our trading room on Discord, and you can get a 3-day trial if you send us a message on the link below. We're in there every single day trying to make a killing in the market. So if you want to join us in there and get lots of teachings and trading, and we also share some alerts and stuff like that. If you'd like to get in there, please hit us up in the link below. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.